So the way I manage my food choices, my day-to-day food life, how do I stay accountable is by having a mental list of foods that I absolutely want to avoid, and there's a whole spectrum to the ones I have every day. So I have a plan for every occasion, and I can also have things to satisfy my cravings. So if you want to find out my list of foods, keep on watching. Hello, welcome back to the Stay Fitness channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Daniela. I'm a fitness, nutrition and life coach specialized in obesity and diabetes management. So today's video was sparked by having multiple conversations with my one-to-one physical clients. If you don't know, I actually train people one-to-one physically in a gym here where I live. So this gives me the opportunity to observe, have many conversations with them to see what happens. I have so many different clients, different backgrounds, different fitness levels, so I can see where do they go wrong, where do they fall off the wagon, what happens when they fall off the wagon, which foods do they indulge with. So yeah, basically this gave me the idea of make a video which I hope that inspires you to make your own list of foods from really bad to amazing. You should have it every day, so you have a spectrum. It's not just I'm gonna be really good and really bad, because I think life is not black and white. So I don't think you should either be just absolutely strict and then just completely go the other way, because that's what happens. Like my clients would be really good, follow the plan. Like of course, so all my clients are now trying to avoid carbs, eat more like a carnivore. Some are more keto, some are more carnivore, some are low carb. But everyone is trying to follow the same principle, but when they fall off the wagon, they fall big. They go from steaks to donut to Domino's, which is, I don't know if you're from the UK, if you're from the US, I don't know if you have Domino's, it's pizza place. They would have pita breads, just completely the other way. And the people who my clients know who they are talking about there. I know I'm talking about you. So I think it would be a really good exercise for them to make a list and have, as I said like a million times, have a bit more of a spectrum. It's not just about being super good and then depriving yourself of everything you love and then go completely the opposite way. And another thing, I've been talking about it with another client, and she was like, well, I don't want to restrict myself too much, life is to enjoy as well. And I 100% agree. Life should not be about restrictions all the time and be miserable and all that. Like I said a million times, you shouldn't be miserable in the process of getting the best shape of your life, but you can't have the cake and eat it. There has to be some sort of structure. Something has to go. Like you can't eat the donuts and the Domino's and the this and the KFC and then have an amazing body, get results. It doesn't work like that. You have to find a balance. This is why I think foods that stand in between KFC and steak and salad can help you stay on the right side of the I don't know, how do you tell me, how do you call the bar where it goes from red to green? It's like a slide, how you call it, traffic light. So yeah, you go from red foods to green foods. So it's like the orangey yellow foods. I think that's where your success can lie, because you're still staying close to your goals, close to what you're supposed to be doing without going completely the opposite way. Here you have my own personal list of foods that I'm still trying to avoid and the ones I'm having every day and all in between. So the red zone foods, there are very few. For me, it's gluten, vegetable oils and sugar. So the three foods that I preferably would not want to ever have again. I don't think I need to have it. Gluten really hurts my bowel. Sugar is terrible. Vegetable oils are the worst. And I think these three foods should be on everyone's list. I don't think anyone should have gluten or vegetable oil or sugar. We can absolutely live without it. So yeah, these are the only 3 foods that I really have in the absolute no zone. So next are the foods that I would have maybe a few times a year, special occasions, or if I can't avoid it, but I still think they're not so bad, so I wouldn't put them in the absolute no category. They're just a little bit, just making a little step onto the right direction. So there are gluten-free foods, starchy vegetables like potatoes and like kind of like paleo style foods, alcohol and soy sauce. So gluten-free foods, they don't contain gluten, will still be sugar-free, gluten-free. So let's say once in a while, maybe after summer, I'll make a gluten-free pizza or some gluten-free pasta. I don't think it's the end of the world. Alcohol, I usually would have once in a while, have a small glass of wine or like a gin and tonic. I still think it's no ideal, absolutely no ideal to have every day or anything like that, but having one, no one say few or like, you know, drink all night. 1 glass of wine a week or once in a while is not going to do anything, it's fine. The paleo style foods, so like kind of like starchy vegetables, potatoes and all that, also I think I'm definitely going to have again at some point. Not now because it's summer, I'm trying to get the summer bod. I don't want to be bloated, but also because when you start in the low carb diet, it's good to stick to it for a while before you start to play with bringing back some carbs. But I'll definitely have some sweet potato because I love it. Some other starchy vegetable. They're more seasonal to winter, so I have no rush to have them right now. And the last one, which is this soy sauce is my absolute sin. I love it. I know soy is not great for many reasons, but once in a while I would allow myself a little bit of soy sauce. So the next list of foods are the foods that are getting closer to the green area, but they're not green, they're still yellow, and these are foods that are like a treat, which I would have like maybe once a week, once in a while, which are kind of keto processed foods, which of course contain probably ingredients that I'm not a fan of, maybe some sweeteners that I don't like too much, but if I want to have it, I would have it. Maybe keto chips, if I found them. In UK there's not many keto snacks, so it's not really that much risk that there are too many keto snacks because you can't find that many in the UK. Almond flour and other nut flour products, sweeteners, and processed meats. So let's go through the list. So as I already explained, processed keto products. Then we have almond flour and other nuts products. Why did I put that there? Because most almond flour have really bad ratio between omega-6s and omega-3s. Omega-6s, you probably know if you talk to me for more than 1 minute, you know that omega-6s are the pro-inflammatory substances like linoleic acid, which almond flours have quite high amounts, so I will not consume almond flour every day just because it's going to ruin my ratio between omega-3 and omega-6s. So, but I was still, like the other day I had almond flour brownies. I was still something I would indulge with, but it's not something that I would like buy to have every day. The next one is dairy, which I don't know if I said it before, but dairy is on my kind of like yellow list. It's not like an essential food. It's not the most, it's not good or bad. It's just something that you should keep an eye on, not have like mountains of dairy every day. Probably I'm slightly lactose intolerant, something that I should probably not have every day anyway. It's hard to find good quality. I mean, it's great that it's easy to find good quality, it's just so expensive if you want to buy like grass-fed, organic dairy and all that. So I would just allow myself a little halloumi here and there, some cheese, some Greek yogurt. I would make a cheesecake. But yeah, it's not like an everyday staple food. Next up is sweeteners, which I mostly use erythritol, and stevia. Stevia is absolutely fine, it's just it doesn't taste all that great. And erythritol is fine, it just messes up my bowel if I have too much, causes bloating and other effects that I'm not gonna mention, but they're fine. I just don't think they should be like something that you rely on every day of your life. And last on my yellow like kind of mid-range, or not even mid, it's like almost good, is processed foods, like processed meats like hot dog, ham, but then like that's the thing, it depends also a bit on the quality. Like if I find Parma ham that is literally only made of pork and salt, I don't think I could eat it every day. Like it's just pork and salt. It's more of the kind of hot dogs and all that. Like I know in the US you have all these products you can find, like grass-fed hot dog. It's really difficult to find this here. You can find it on only specific websites. But I really love like sausages and hot dog and all that. But the whole nitrates, are they good, are they bad? I don't know. I've done so much research. I don't think in the end of the day that's so bad. I just don't feel like consuming it every day, just in case they're not amazing. So once in a while I would have my Polish sausages, my hot dogs. They're one of my favorite foods. But yeah, I don't think processed meat should be a staple of your diet every day. You can get really cheap like meat, normal meat these days, so there's no need to like, you know, save money on buying really cheap processed meat. Like there's no need. That's it. And then we have the foods that it's just that they don't have a color. They're like Switzerland. They're not bad, they're not good or bad, they're just there to bring variety to my lifestyle, to my diet, which are coconut flour, which I've been using lately to make some bagels, so I would use them to make waffles or stuff like that. Coconut flour, coconut is theoretically a fruit. It doesn't have the whole problem with the omega-3s and omega-6s. So yeah, I don't think there's any harm eating it even on a daily basis. Fruits and vegetables. The weather is so bad in the UK, so I had to change the setting of my camera. But yeah, let's go ahead. So I said coconut flour, fruits and vegetables. I've been eating quite a bit of fruit lately. I really love it. It doesn't seem to impact too much my ketosis and all that. And I've been enjoying a few more vegetables because it's season now. You have so much produce right now. Of course, it's not coming from the UK because we have barely anything here. But I'm enjoying my nectarines, my strawberries, some peppers, all these like Mediterranean vegetables, because it's season. Maybe in winter I'll have something else. It's important to consume the foods that are available in the season that you're in. Try not to buy fruits from the other side of the planet, like strawberries in winter in the UK. They come from like South Africa or something like that. So I know now the fruits and vegetables coming from Europe, because like it's season, as I said, and it just brings variety and taste. I love the taste of fruit. So yeah, fruits, vegetables, macadamia nuts, because I've recently been having lots of macadamia nut butter. Macadamia nuts have like the best ratio of omega-6s to omega-3. They are ultra high on fat, so very little carbs or anything else. Like I have to keep it in the fridge because the macadamia nut butter just melts as soon as it's outside the fridge. This is how high fat is. And cacao powder as well. I've been having a fair bit of cacao powder in different things, as again I don't think there's anything bad with it. So the ultimate list of the foods that are kind of not good or not bad are coconut flour, vegetables, fruits and vegetables. Did I say coconut flour? Gosh, I'm losing my mind. Macadamia nuts and cacao powder. So here is the list of the best foods you should have every day: meat, fish, eggs, animal fats. That's it. Simple. I don't eat fish, so I have omega-3s in like oil form that I drink every day. I take like a sip. to help my omega-3 omega-6 ratio, because I eat quite a bit of chicken. Chicken has omega-6s as well. I know I'm boring, but yeah, these are the foods that you should absolutely have every single day, not restrict them. Put them on the top of your list, give them priority because they are the best for your health. So yeah, that's it. So here you listen. I see the video is quite long. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death by now. Here's my list of the foods that my personal list of like foods I have in my head. Well, now it's physical because I wrote it down, of foods that like, so in every occasion, even if I'm out or someone offers me something, I know that if it's like in the spectrum from good to bad, is somewhere in between, I can probably have it. If it's in the super bad one, I won't even touch it. And I think this way I have like some room to, you know, have cravings. If I want something, I'll make it. I'm not like, I know for some people it might be completely different, because some people it's just beef and water, and for them the whole list I've just listed is basically bad. So it's personal and you should make your own one. But also I don't invite you to now, oh, in my personal list I put sugar and donuts. No, you need to be like real. Like, I know sugar, gluten, alcohol and all that, they're bad for me. It's just finding a way so you can stick to your goals, get the body you want, get the health you want, feel amazing without feeling like you're constantly restricting yourself. And I think that way you're going to be happy. It's going to be easier, because if you have that sugar craving, you have the sweetness, you have this, you have that. Like, there are ways to do everything. You just have to have a little bit of patience, a little bit of you put a little bit of effort in. But to be honest, like if you Google, you can buy keto donuts online. There's a keto bakery in central London. If you're from the US, you have like a whole like world of keto snacks and all that. So I think sticking to this kind of low carb, you know, toxic food free diet is doable for everyone. You just, yeah, that's all I have to say really. So let me know in the comments below, what is your food from like worst to best. What do you think about my list? I would love to find out if you kind of agree or disagree. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy this video so you don't miss any future content. Follow me on Instagram, all that. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.